Hi, good morning. I just want you to see my fluffy hair before I put on all the stuff to take her for a walk. We have waited until it is 19 degrees. Happy Sunday morning. I'll be back soon, in a minute. Well, hello. I put all this on. I mean, it is cold. It's 19 degrees. Let's not get crazy, okay? But the wind has died down. And I don't even have on gloves. It's not that bad. Now, maybe after I stand out here for a few, it's going to get bad. You know what I'm saying? Because the longer you stand out here, the worse it does get. But the song for today that I've been singing, when I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. I have that song stuck on repeat in my head. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. I don't know why. Well, I've already been a little productive this morning. I mean, after all, Penny did wake me up at 5 and basically laid on my face. It's not a good way to wake up. And then Gracie decided last night that she needed to call out to her people. She hasn't done that in a long time. And I'm like, why are you doing this? Shut up. Shut up. Don't start calling for your people at 11 o'clock. Do it at 8. Do it at a decent hour. We don't call our friends at 11 o'clock at night, okay? Friends? Well, that sounded like an explosion. That sounded like another explosion. I hear the strangest things when I'm out here. Friends don't let friends call people at 11 o'clock. However, friends do let friends call people completely intoxicated. Yeah, I'm one of those people. Not that let friends call friends, but I'm the friend that will call you. I don't drink anymore, so you don't have to worry about me calling you, but I told the story of me and Reba Reba and I, let me speak properly. Y'all would expect nothing less than me speaking redneck. But anyway, me and Reba, we went to Mississippi and then we went over to Louisiana and went to see New Orleans. When we got to New Orleans, we went to, oh, what's it called? Anyway, it's a restaurant in New Orleans that everybody goes to. I want to say Patty's. But I had a hurricane. It was good. I drank that hurricane down. The problem was, I didn't eat that much lunch, you know. I had basically an appetizer. I don't know what I'm talking like. I'm trying to talk like I'm from New Orleans, but it's probably not working so well. We left there and we walked through town. Then we went to the other restaurant. There's two. One is over, I don't know, on the other side of the French Quarter, I don't know. And then this one is down on the river. Well, we went in there and I had a second one, pretty much on an empty stomach. Well, after that second one, I started telling Reba that I thought that they had put Rohypnol in my drink. She was like, they did not put Rohypnol in your drink. I'm like, I'm pretty sure they put Rohypnol in my drink. I don't even know what that would be like, but I don't even know why they would. But that is what I thought, that they had put Rohypnol in my drink because I was so very intoxicated. I'll be right back. So anyway, she kept telling me they didn't, and I kept telling her they did, and all it was I was intoxicated. Nobody put anything in my drink. Well, then she said, let's go to the car. You need some rest. I think she needed rest too. But before we went to the car, I started calling people. Now I've totally switched my accent, and I don't know who I sound like right now. I don't even know how to get back to my own accent. It's hard being me. Anyway, yeah, there we go. Anyway, I called, I don't know if he was my sergeant or my lieutenant at the time, but regardless of his rank, I called him. I told him how much I loved him. Not like that, just as a friend. I don't know, he was more like a brother from another mother. I also called my friend Mitzi. I don't know, I called Mitzi and this sergeant several times throughout the evening, professing my love. I think I even called my mom. Then Reba took me down to the river, and they have these horseshoe benches. And I call them horseshoe because they're, you know, they're like that. They're shaped like a horseshoe. Well, I was trying to lay down on it. So when I laid down, my feet were on one side, my head was on the other, my belly's up in the air. Reba was like, honey, I think you need to get up. We need to go get in the car. I was like, no, we can just lay right here. And she was like, no, honey, the police are coming. We don't want to be laying here this intoxicated. So we're going to go get in the car? Yeah, that's a good idea. So we went and got in the car. Of course, we didn't go anywhere. I put my seat back and I went to sleep. I sure did. Hold on. I woke up to the sounds of Reba singing, just a bowl of butter beans. Pass the cornbread if you please. So what did I do? I started singing it with her. That was really the only lyrics that she sang or that there are. But yeah, that's what we sang together. Just a bowl of butter beans. Pass the cornbread if you please. I don't know. Is that a Southwest Mississippi song? I don't know. That is what we sang, and we laughed. Then we got out of the car and we walked around a little bit and drank some water and made sure we were sober before we tried to go anywhere. We went up and had a beignet and a cup of chicory. Oh, I didn't have chicory coffee. I just had regular coffee. That chicory's a little bit too much for me. Okay, see, my hair was looking good before that, but it was a little too cold to go without my hat on. We finally were able to leave and drive back to Mississippi. It was already very dark and very late. Let's just say it was about a couple hours from New Orleans. You had to drive across that big long bridge, the Pontchartrain Bridge, back into Mississippi and all that stuff. Yeah, and I was driving. I was totally sober at that point, I will say, because my second drink, I mean, it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, it wasn't late. No, it wasn't a good night. It was just not a good night. But we stopped at this gas station, and I thought I was going to lose my life. So we were in the 9th Ward before Hurricane Katrina came through. So any of my New Orleans, Louisiana people will understand what that means, being in the 9th Ward late at night. So anyway, we had to go to the bathroom. So we stopped at this little Chevron and went in and asked, excuse me, where's your restroom? That goes back to a mama story. And they told me back corner. Well, we go back there to use the bathroom. There's no door handle. There's no lock. There's no nothing. I said, well, we are coming in here together, okay? And I'll stand and try to keep the door closed, and you go. I mean, Reba was about this tall. She wasn't that much taller than me. And we were both tiny little skinny things at the time. I mean, I wasn't as skinny as her, but I was probably wearing a size 6 or a size 8. I was pretty tiny. Like we're going to hold anybody out. But they were very nice. They could probably see the fear on our faces. But we did ask them how to get back to whatever road we were looking for to get back across the river. That was a terrifying night. But we lived. But we lived to tell about it. But yeah, singing to people when you're intoxicated is so much fun. and professing your love to them. And then I got home, and then I got my phone bill. And yeah, there was roaming and long distance charges. It's before all your cell phone calls just became free to call long distance. I had like a $400 bill. Excuse me? That was bad. Well, that's going to be it for this moment. I've got to go to the grocery store because good Lord knows I'm out of coffee creamer, and that is a national emergency. And I'm also going to try to get some housework done. John's supposed to come this afternoon at some point to drop in the sink. It's not that exciting. It's just a sink. It's just a sink. It's pretty much just like the other sink. Just, yeah, white porcelain. I did measure it, and it is the right size. And it does have the right holes cut for the faucets that are 3 together instead of a hole, and then the faucet, and then a hole farther apart for separate pieces, you know. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Anyway, I'll be back, okay? Okay. Hi. It has become a little more exciting than just a sink, as things often do in my life. John's probably like, why did I agree to do this for you? Why? It was just fix a pipe. And then it was, I'll replace your sink, because, you know, the sink cracked. And then he came to remove the sink, and the lovely laminate countertop busted because I guess the previous owners actually glued the sink down. He used a knife and a hammer and tapped it all the way around, and yeah, it didn't help because it just peeled up. So he's going to buy me a new countertop to replace that. So now he's coming back tomorrow. Lucky for him, he's off tomorrow. Lucky for him, he's off all week. And this girl, I had her locked in the office because she cannot behave, and she was growling and snarling and doing all the things, and I was like, yeah. So I had her locked in there. Well, then I felt bad for her after we just came out and started sitting on the couch, so I came and got her, and I had to hold her the entire time. I couldn't put her down because I knew she'd run straight to him, and she wants to get in their face and growl and bark and try to bite and all that stuff, and we're not having none of that. However, my cat, who anybody who's ever been here will tell you is mean, has decided that she loves everybody now. So she just walks up to them and lets them pet her like she's just a normal cat, which is great. Don't get me wrong. I love the fact that I at least have one animal that will allow you to pet them. It's just weird. I'm just not used to it, okay? Because she has always been that one that would strike out, you know, hiss and do all the things. And she just walked over to Kim and John and let them pet her. And I'm just like, I mean, she bit me last night and drew blood, but that's fine. Yeah, go love on them after you drew blood from your mama. Little heathen kitty. So anyway, yeah, so John's coming back tomorrow with the countertop. I went ahead and went online to, I forgot my drink. I need a drink. It's just sweet tea, but I need a drink. I went ahead and went online to Home Depot and picked the countertop. I'm just getting a cheap laminate countertop. I told him, I said, you know, one day I want to redo all this and pull that whole cabinet out. The cabinet's kind of built in, you know, like it's attached wall to wall. So that's not going to be easy to just pull out because it's probably going to tear up some sheetrock or something. I don't know. But I will eventually pull that out, and then I want to get just a pretty little cabinet, like a vanity, I said, let's just go with the cheap laminate. It's white with gray marbling in it, and that will suffice for now. And then maybe I can make some money and afford, because I would like to get granite and a nice cabinet and all that stuff someday, but that day is not today. So anyway, so yeah, John's coming back tomorrow. So his little, I'll run by there and look at it for you, has turned into a whole ordeal. Because that's how my life is, yes. Sorry, John. But lucky you're off this week and have nothing else to do but spend your day in my bathroom. I'm working from home tomorrow, so yeah. So me and probably the cat and the dog named Boo will be locked in the office all day while John does his thing. So I went in there and I just went ahead and took everything off the walls and off the countertop, the mirror off the wall, the picture, the thing, all the things. And that way, when he lifts that countertop up, I don't have to worry about it hitting nothing. I mean, it's not his fault that the countertop busted, and I told him that. I mean, it would have happened to anybody. I mean, because it was glued down. So what are you supposed to do when it's glued down? So, yeah, so I'm getting a new countertop, too. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. I hope you've had a great day. Remember, I love you, and Jesus loves you, and I hope he's coming back soon, because people be crazy and it's cold outside, and just a bowl of butter beans. Don't that sound good for dinner? Pass the cornbread, if you please. I'll see you on the next Tracy Tries, which will probably be tomorrow since I post every day, okay? Toodles my noodles. That's what I say. What did I say yesterday? Deuces my noodles. I don't even know. Okay, bye.